Quentin Tarantino has been cranking out hit after hit since he hit the ground running in 1992 with his independent film Reservoir Dogs, a movie that is neither about reservoirs nor dogs, nor was it actually his first film. Tricked you, didn't I? His first film was actually called My Best Friend's Birthday, which he didn't actually finish. I haven't seen it, but that's just an interesting fact. During his film-directing career, despite having a somewhat unconventional style, Quentin Tarantino has gotten praise by audiences and film critics alike for his raw, edgy, gritty, foot fetish-filled approach to filmmaking, with intriguing dialogue and characters, and so much more that you can check out if you feel like checking out, because I'm not going to go into explaining the entire thing, because that's not my job. It's yours. Do some research, why don't you? With 8 feature films now under his belt and probably under other respective parts of his clothing, I thought it would be awesome to make a video. So here's your video. I hope you appreciate it. Here we go. It is 5 facts that you might not know about Quentin Tarantino. Number 1. Today, the acclaimed director is reportedly worth over $90 million. That's a lot of dough. However, the road to get there was not so easy. Even though he dropped out of high school at age 16, his education was just beginning because he used every situation that he found himself in to teach himself something new about what he wanted to do for the rest of his life. He soon got his first job in the glamorous world of the film industry as an usher at a porn theater. Yeah. He later got an arguably better job at a video store where he spent the next 5 years watching every single movie that he possibly could. This is in a pre-Netflix time, you see, where you couldn't just scroll through thousands and thousands of movies that you would never want to watch. But his jobs weren't the only thing he learned from. Apparently, at one point, he was so poor that he got several parking tickets that he couldn't pay, which ended up putting him behind bars. But he didn't let this opportunity to learn go to waste. Tarantino says of the situation, "I was actually in jail 3 different times for 3 different tickets. I was picking up some dialogue, but I wasn't there for that. It's easier when you're broke to just do the time." Though I would argue that it's probably just easier not to get parking tickets. I mean, how broke are you really if you can afford to drive around in a car? Number 2. Tarantino has said that he actually writes 2 different types of movies. One would be the movie, and the second would be the realer than the real world type movie. He suggests, and I think this is rather interesting, that the characters that are in the realer than real world movies would enjoy watching the movies. Tarantino also says that he likes to leave 20% of the film unseen. For example, in the film Pulp Fiction, you never get to see what's in the briefcase. That way, you, as the audience member, can truly make the film your own by filling in the gaps. Number 3. Not only has Tarantino brought a lot to the big screen, he's also involved himself in the small screen. Small screen meaning the television, TV, depending on the size. I imagine most of you don't have a theater size. Maybe you do. Doesn't matter. Some of his television contributions are an early episode of The Golden Girls where he plays an Elvis impersonator. That was in 1988. He also played a bad guy in several episodes of one of my personal favorite shows, Alias. He also has written 2 episodes of CSI, several episodes for his longtime collaborator and friend, Robert Rodriguez's show From Dusk Till Dawn. Number 4. One thing Quentin Tarantino is certainly not known for is keeping his opinion to himself, which in and of itself provides its own variety of entertainment. Some of my favorites are, he doesn't like sports. One time he said, "I don't hang out at pool halls, I don't play poker, I don't go to sporting events. To me, torture would be sitting there watching sports on television. If I go to Dodger Stadium, that's okay because the game is secondary to the beer and the environment. But one thing I don't understand is how the average American moviegoer can't sit there at a movie for 3 hours, yet they'll watch stupid, boring, horrific football games for 4 hours." Wow. There you have it, folks. He also famously dislikes brand placement in his films, going as far as to create his own parody brands to place in his own movies. Tarantino has also said that he plans to retire at the age of 60 to focus on a novel and film literature writing. Number 5. As honest and outspoken as Quentin Tarantino is, there are still some things he likes to keep to himself, and it is well known that one of Tarantino's biggest likes, so big that it deserves his own category, is Easter eggs and secrets. Some of his movies have Easter eggs right out in the open, others are a little more subtle. For example, Jamie Foxx and Kerry Washington's character in Django Unchained are intended to be descendants of John Shaft from the Shaft films, which explains why Washington's character's name is Broomhild von Shaft. Another secret that Quentin Tarantino has vowed to keep to himself is why Inglourious Basterds is spelled incorrectly. That's all I gotta say for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this new format where I just talk and don't have to be on camera, so you don't have to even look at my face. If you do really miss looking at my face and you want to see it, then you can check out my other channel, youtube.com/saygoodnightkevin. There's a link on the screen. You can see it. That's all I gotta say. Hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you later, and maybe you'll talk back to me in the comments below. Until then, I'm Kevin, and those are the facts.